Hey everybody, welcome to another off-the-shelf board game review. This week we're looking at Glenn Drover's Empires: Age of Discovery, which is a re-implementation of the classic game which has been out of print for a while. But what this base box does of Empires is taken the classic game, thrown in the Builder's expansion, and produced it with some very high quality components, including enough miniatures to fill a landfill, well over 500 just to be exact. Now this is a game for 2 to 6 players, ages 14 and up, and it is going to play on the longer side, up to about 30 minutes per player, and that's even for experienced players. You can probably get it down a little bit, but it's still going to play a little bit on the longer side. Now the objective of the game is in the Age of Discovery, and players are trying to discover the new world. It's going to be played over 8 turns, and the game's been broken down into 3 different ages, and you can see that on the track down below, which tracks a turn. The various ages give various different special powers that the players can purchase, and these are called capital buildings. As the ages go on, the capital buildings get more powerful and give our players more abilities that are going to help tweak, change the rules, or even give them different strategies on how they're going to play the game. Now the basic idea of the game is this is the Age of Discovery, and all the players are trying to discover the new world. And it's going to be a worker placement game mixed with a little set collection, and players are basically going to spend one part of the turn putting all their workers down on a track, which is going to give them various functions across the board. Once all the players have placed all the workers out, you're going to resolve every one of these sections of the worker track, and it's going to have various effects across the board. Now the really cool thing about Empires: Age of Discovery is this is a worker placement game and set collection with a little bit of a bite, which is what makes it pretty darn interesting. Your average worker placement game is one of those games where people are going to place out their workers, and you pretty much don't need to worry about what you've done in the past, because once your workers are down, you're usually safe. That's not the case in Empires: Age of Discovery. And not only that, it's very interesting because all the different workers give you different special powers and allow you to interact with the board and score points in various different ways. For example, you have your workers such as a missionary. As soon as he moves into the new world, he's going to convert one of the local people to the faith, to the religion of this player, which is going to give them extra workers technically in this area. Now remember, this is an area control game or area majority, where the person with the most people in a certain area, they're going to get the most victory points every age and also at the end of the game. So you're trying to have as many workers down in the new world as you possibly can. But here's where the game starts to offer a little bit extra bite. You have workers that give you extra victory points when they enter the new world. You also have workers that allow you to kill the other players and remove them from the land, so there's always a constant fluctuation of who has area majority, who controls certain areas, and who's getting the most victory points. Not only that, the game is full of things such as discovery tokens, where players can send out soldiers and send out workers to go out and discover the new land. As a matter of fact, you can't even move into the new land until you discover these areas. Now it's nice to go out there and discover these areas because they're going to give you extra resources, extra victory points, but your units you send out to discover these new lands, they're going to have to fight the indigenous people who are not going to be happy about having these new people come in their lands. So your people you send out to discover the new world are also going to be defeated, possibly completely destroyed, but at least if you succeed in sending enough units there, you'll at least be able to start a colony that will help start you towards the path of victory. Add in all the trade routes that the players are going to need to make to start getting the money they're going to need to purchase all these capital buildings to help improve their strategy, which is going to allow them to explore across the new land and even explore other lands across the world, and you have a very basic understanding of how Empires: Age of Discovery plays. Now if you want to learn exactly how to play Empires: Age of Discovery, stay tuned for my full tutorial video where I'll show you how to play the full game. Also, you can check out my sample gameplay video where I'll show you a full game of Empires: Age of Discovery with these 4 countries right here that are going to duke it out to see who can become the most prolific country in the new world. If you want to do that, check out my tutorial video. And finally, you can check out my full review of Empires: Age of Discovery. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos just like it, please subscribe. You can also leave comments in the YouTube comments down below, or you can feel free to email me at offtheshelfboardgamereviews, that's OTSBGR @gmail.com. And as always, thanks for watching.